Hello and welcome to the repair series. Today I'm going to work on this violin, which has a pretty thick layer of dust on it. It is pretty dirty. But before I let you see the instrument, let me first thank the Patreons for supporting the channel. Don't hesitate to visit my Patreon page, the link is in the description. And also, if you like these violin themed wooden clocks, don't hesitate to visit my Etsy shop. That link is also in the description. Now this violin has several cracks in the top, but I just had a look with a mirror at the inner side and all of them have been repaired and patched. And there is also some damage close to the sound post, as you can see here. And this has also been repaired at the inner side, also with patches, but not with a correct sound post patch. Nevertheless, I am not going to work on these cracks because I think that they are repaired good enough for the quality of this instrument. And I'm not going to put a sound post patch because, again, I think that it is too much work for this instrument. And also because a sound post crack in the top is not as dangerous as a sound post crack in the back. In the top we have a balance of forces between the force of the bridge and the force of the sound post. So at the top the force is pretty much close to zero, so that crack doesn't tend to open on the long term. On the other hand, a sound post crack on the back is only pushed by the sound post outwards, and that means that it will open at a certain point in the future. By the way, this is a sneak preview of the upcoming video of the repair series that will be online in April, and as you see, there is a lot to do. The instrument is also pretty dirty, especially here close to the bridge, and I don't know if you have seen this video where I have varnished an instrument and made it look like it is an older instrument, and then I also spoke about this region just in front of the bridge gets dirtier and darker because some people tend not to clean their instrument very often, and the rosin that goes on the top accumulates some dust and becomes black, like here. The scroll has a typical design, and as you can see here, it has been damaged in the past. I don't know if someone has already repaired it, but there is also a small crack at the peg of the A string, and there I'm going to put a ring with a peg ringer. If you want to know more about that tool, have a look to this video. I like the wood of the back of the instrument. It has a nice flaming, and I like also the way that it is varnished. Although it is damaged and it is pretty dirty, I think that there is potential in the instrument. But there are a couple of things that I want to do. I want to clean it. As you can see here, the fingerboard is pretty thin. That's why I want to put a new one. And of course I will put new pegs. I will make a new bridge. I will put new strings and tailpiece, end button and a new sound post. Pretty much to do, so let me start immediately by removing the old fittings and the fingerboard. The old fingerboard went off pretty easily, as you could see. Now I'm going to work on this one, which will be the new one. The width of the new fingerboard is already almost on measurement, so I'm not going to work on the sides, so I can start planing the upper surface. As soon as the upper plane was ready, I finished the underside of the fingerboard. The fingerboard is ready and I could glue it on its place, but first of all I have to clean up the plane where I have to glue the fingerboard, and I also want to clean up the top a little bit. Now that the fingerboard is missing, I have more space to do that. As soon as the glue was dry, I removed the clamps and finished the upper surface and the sides of the fingerboard. The fingerboard is finished. Now I can glue the nut on place and finish that also. The fingerboard and nut are finished. Now it's time to start working on the pegs, but as I showed at the beginning of the video, there is a crack at the hole of the A peg, and to fix this problem I'm going to put a ring in it with a peg ringer. I don't have to lose it, of course. If you want to know more about that tool, you can have a look to this video. the ring is in place. Now I can go ahead and put the pegs, and for this instrument I chose these ebony pegs in heart model. And so the pegs are also ready. That means that we can go ahead. I was planning to put a new sound pose in the instrument, but I controlled this one and the wood quality is good and the tension is also correct. So I decided to put it back on place. That means that we can go ahead to the bridge. And I measured the projection of the fingerboard and it is a little bit lower than it should be. And that's why I chose to put this Joseph Teller 3-star bridge, which has a low heart. And so all the parts of the instrument are done. That means that now I can polish the fingerboard and neck with some linseed oil. Polish the instrument with a Yoha high gloss cleaning polish. And mount it, of course. And so the instrument is in one piece again. It makes some sound. I have to tune it and I have to play on it. It looks good. I like also the back a lot, but the front also looks much better than it did at the beginning of this video. If you are looking for an instrument, don't hesitate to have a look to this video where I am selling a set and I play on it so you can listen to it. And slowly I will put on that channel also more videos of instruments that I have and I would like to sell. So maybe subscribe also to that channel. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel first. Don't forget to like this video. Visit my Patreon page if you would like to support the channel. Visit my Etsy shop for these clocks. And I will see you next time again. Bye bye!